back and going back to some of the comments that the finance minister made, this is of course specific to the mining industry. The finance minister P. Chidambaram saying that the mines ministry will approach the Supreme Court as far as the Goa mining case goes. Do remember the Goa mining ban is now going to be almost a year old. For a quick industry reaction, we have P.K. Mukherjee, CEO of Sesa Goa, now joining us. Mr. Mukherjee, thanks so much for speaking to us. We just heard the finance minister say that the mines ministry will approach the Supreme Court to relax the mining ban in Goa. What essentially is your reaction? What's the situation your company is facing in the state, and have you from your end heard from the government?
No, if you say my reaction, this approaching the Supreme Court from the government ministries, mines ministry and other ministries, long overdue, but it must happen, and it should happen very strongly, so that Supreme Court can take a view. And more particularly, there are mined out ores are lying for last about a year. So those ores should be allowed to be sold, transported or exported. I don't know what gain the country is gaining by just keeping it lying stockpiled. So far, Goa is
what kind of inventory levels? What kind of inventory levels do you have lying? What kind of inventory levels? What amount of ore is lying idle in Goa at this point?
At the moment in Goa, I think 4 to 6 million tons of ore is lying, mined out ore.
Right.
4 to 6 million.
Is the situation in Karnataka also worrying you? The fact that the ban has been lifted in Karnataka, but operations are still far from normal, and probably the same could happen in Goa, even if the mining ban finally gets lifted.
No, I don't want to guess what can happen in Goa, but in case of Karnataka also, Supreme Court has lifted, allowed resumption of mining operation in category A and category B mines. But there are hardly any significant number of mines have come to the production, because either it was not economic for many of them, or many of them are still entangled into the clearances like Sesa Goa is doing for last 3 or 4 months. So the fact remains that although Supreme Court has lifted the ban in Karnataka for A and B category of mine, because of the capacity restriction, many of the miners where the capacity has been reduced significantly, they are finding it difficult, so they may not come back to the operation at all. Or the people like Sesa Goa, or we know about 2-3 more miners, they are right now in the process of getting their statutory clearances through. So the statutory clearance takes its own time in this country.
Right, Mr. Mukherjee, could you tell us where things stand as far as the Goa mining case goes legally?
The Goa mining is right now, we do not have any effective hearing for last 10 or 11 months.
Right, so no date has been set as to when the next...
Let me finish. This is an interim order, ex parte order by Supreme Court, by which this mining suspension was drawn. And I do not know whether in the history of our legal cases, there is any ex parte order, interim order, stay order, has been, there is not a single hearing date, effective hearing date we have got so far.
Right, but post the finance minister's comments, Mr. Mukherjee, today, from your end, are you going to write to the government? Is the Goa state government communicating with you on this issue at all?
Yes, Goa state government has done their affidavits are there. They have also told that it has to be heard. Goa state government's Attorney General or Advocate General, we call it, he has gone 3 or 4 times to the Supreme Court asking for this matter is urgent and the matter has to be heard.
Right, Mr. Mukherjee, and one last question. Can you give us an idea of if you're incurring fixed costs, irrespective of whether you're mining or not? Because some analysts are putting that about 30 crores a month. Is that a fair estimate?
Yes, Sesa Goa's fixed cost is known to the whole world, because we are a public limited company. Every quarter we are coming. That is correct. 30 crores is our fixed cost, which we are incurring, and we have not laid off a single employee.
Right, Mr. Mukherjee, we'll leave you at that. So, Sesa Goa CEO over there saying that no clear date has been set so far, and of course, miners in Goa has also been urging for the government to take action, for the state government to take action, and for the Supreme Court also to give clarity on this issue. Do remember, neighbouring Karnataka, the ban has been lifted, but it's still a while away before